Hello, friends. Okay, so I'll wait for a few minutes and then we'll get started. I feel like it's been such a hot minute, but I just kind of took the weekend off a little bit. I've been working so hard lately and I just needed a little down weekend, and it was so good. I had a girls' day with one of my best friends on Saturday. We went shopping, went to lunch, and then her husband and my husband are friends, so we all went out for dinner. And then Sunday, so our kids had a little slumber party, so they were supposed to come home earlier, and then my in-laws were like, no, we're going to keep them for a little bit, and it was so nice. So Ryan and I just went for a big, long drive. In our 9 years together, we've never done that. We've never just driven. And I love it. I used to actually do that with my dad all the time growing up. So it was so nice. So we went for a drive and then we went to lunch. I took a nap. I never nap during the day. So needless to say, it was just a really good weekend. So how was your guys' weekends? Did you guys have a good one? But Monday. Case of the Mondays. I used to hate when people say that. It was so nice. It was so needed. It was so restful. I feel great. But restful as I yawn. But our puppy, if you guys don't know, we recently got a little Dalmatian puppy, and she's the cutest thing to ever walk this earth. She's adorable. But last night at 2 a.m, she just woke up. She was like, I'm up. And she would not go back to bed. So Ryan and I were trying to get her to go back down, and it was such a pain in the booty, but so I'm a little bit tired from that. But yay, Lisa, you got your bundle. That's awesome. Yeah, so it's not a bad Monday at all, just a sleepy one. All right, so I think there's enough of us here to be able to share. Super, super stoked, very excited that the pressed powder that we know, love, are obsessed with is fully in stock. Hallelujah, you guys. You can now buy it, purchase it, snag it by itself. You don't have to buy it through the bundle. You can get it by itself. Yeah, we're slowly crate training. Yeah, a little bit. So I'm really excited about that because I know you guys have been waiting. Yes, the bundle does last all of March. However, I've been saying that to try to get it as soon as possible because the good popular shades always go the fastest. The shade of taffeta goes the quickest because that's a super neutral shade. There's a few very neutral shades that go very quickly. So highly recommend to make sure that you grab it ASAP. So perfect, Brittany, you're on it. If you need to be color matched for the foundation, whether you want to be color matched for the pressed powder or any of the other coverages, comment color match in the comments. And yes, I will be messaging you guys back today. Like I said, I took the weekend off, so I'm a little bit behind in my color matching, but I will be catching back up with that today, tomorrow, until I'm all finished, all caught up. So if you message me, expect a message back. Thank you. So shipping time takes about 5 to 7 business days to ship from the warehouse. Keep in mind that Saturday, Sundays don't count as business days. So do that math. I always just remind people, I'm unique is not Amazon Prime. You're not going to get your thing tomorrow. However, there are some times that I've gotten my order in 3 days, and then there's some times that I've gotten my order in 12. So it just kind of depends. Granted, 1, COVID, 2, the storms that have been happening. Poor Texas. I think that all of that has passed, but just keep that in mind with the shipping. But they're typically really, really good at getting your stuff super, super fast to you. Yes, how to order, Mary, is you're just going to go right here to my website, RayaHopeBeauty.com, and then you can click on March Special. That March Special is what we're going to be talking about the entire time, because this is honestly the best, biggest sale we've ever had. You get 30% savings, which that's my own personal discount working for the company and being as high up as I am. I get 30%. So you actually get that price, which is so, so cool. So like I said, make sure that you do. And yes, you will get the shipping alert. Absolutely. And it sends you tracking and everything. And you can even sign up when you're checking out to get the text notifications. I always do that because my email always gets so backed up. So I always just sign up for the text ones, which I love that they have that capability. All right, so we're going to get started. We're going to be doing, so if you haven't seen any of my tutorials, I've been doing this all month long, giving you guys tutorials on all the different options that we have. So I did a tutorial using our Liquid Touch foundation. Then I did a tutorial using our stick foundation. Then I did the tutorial on the spray foundation. And then the last tutorial I did was on the BB Flawless. So today we're going to do a tutorial using just concealer and pressed powder, which is so appropriate since you can now grab this on sale. Or by itself, I'm sorry, not on sale. What is your review on the Unique Lash Serum? Oh my god, it's amazing. It's so good. No, this one does not change your eye color, and it's very amazing for sensitive eyes. So good. Yeah, fantastic coverage, right? Oh, absolutely. Shade that matches Poplin would be the shade Velour. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay, so first things first is Skin Solution Concealer on my face right now. However, just as Mary up above had said, I did two things with my pre-makeup routine and it makes a big, big, big difference. First off, we do the mattifying face primer and the Touch Bold setting spray. So I'll do setting spray, primer, setting spray, and that routine is going to really be important for getting that full soft coverage and making your makeup like just lay super beautifully. So if you guys could do me a big, big favor before I get started, if you could go to the bottom left-hand corner and click that share button, that would be so helpful. And then also make sure you have on those post notifications. Sometimes Facebook likes to mess with us and turn them off. So if you've already turned them on and you're like, oh, I'm good, you might want to check because sometimes they will be off. So if you head up here to the three dots, you can click those and you can make sure that the live notifications are on. So make sure to do both those things for me. I'm so appreciative of you that you do, so thank you. I use Eye Serum, it's amazing. Yes, absolutely. All right, so first thing we're gonna go in with for our makeup is our Skin Solution Concealer in the shade Organza. I'm just gonna use this on my under eye. This is gonna be my like lighter shade, which again is the shade Organza. And that's gonna be kind of like our highlight. And then now I'm going to take the shade Lace in the same exact product and I'm going to pop this around the rest of my face. So this is going to be like our coverage. I've done this tutorial so many times for you guys actually. I love it because it's fast, it's easy, it's flawless, it's full coverage, doesn't look cakey, doesn't look chalky. It's amazing. You will want to make sure that you get the blending buds from Unique because these are really going to help to blend out the product. These are damp, so I wring them underneath the water until no water fell from them, then they're ready to use. But that is going to be super, super important. I'm going to switch it up and grab the smaller one to do my under eye. So the concealer is fast, like setting, which is amazing, especially if you have a lot of fine lines, wrinkles, and under eye puffiness. I do always tell you guys how important it is that this concealer actually does have caffeine in it. So it does give you like an instant little eye lift, which is so needed on especially those really tired days. So if you struggle with puffiness of your under eyes, this is going to be amazing for you. So I will use a little bit heavier of a hand than I normally would when I'm using just like a foundation, because it does set really nicely and really quickly. So the blending bud is going to be very important to make sure that we use because this, like I said, is going to add that moisture into the into the product to help it to blend out easier. So the best for oily skin, I have oily skin and I actually can use all the foundation options. The best thing for you is to make sure that you get the brand new pressed powder. The brand new pressed powder actually has a transfer resistant capability, also has ingredients in it that are anti-aging, and is formulated with shea butter, so it's actually very hydrating too. So you're not going to get that super dried out powdery feel or look from using the pressed powder. And like I said, now you can get it not on sale, but individual in or by itself underneath pressed powders on my website, RayaHopeBeauty.com, or you can get it on sale in the March bundle, which is how I would recommend to grab it because then you save a ton of money on it. So choice is yours. When will you be ready? I hope soon. I keep asking for South Africa. Don't worry, you are on my mind. Anytime I have a meeting with corporate, I always bring it up. It's almost a joke because they're like, we know Raya, South Africa. They're trying. They're trying to get into, to be able to sell in your country, but the customs in South Africa is like very difficult apparently to get a warehouse in. Because that is another thing that I do love about Unique is that when you do purchase from our website, which again is RayaHopeBeauty.com, then you can select your country's flag And your products will ship from your country, changes into your currency. I've had a few people ask me, they're like, what is it in Canadian? What is it in pesos? And it's like, all you have to do is change the flag to your country's flag, and it will instantly be in your language, currency, and ship from your country. So you don't have to be worried about like markups and stuff like that. It ships from there. So make sure to check that out. If you have extremely dry skin, I would recommend the Hydrating Face Primer and the BB Flawless would be the most hydrating coverage. I have a lot of freckles. Is the liquid foundation full coverage? It is, yes. It can be built up to be full coverage. Something you are going to want to make sure that you get is the Skin Solution Concealer, which is what I'm using for all over. And this is also included in the March bundle as well. So I'm just making sure everything looks super, super soft and blended before we move on. And I did want to mention too that I absolutely love that I don't necessarily have to set this concealer. This is the only concealer I've ever been able to use that I don't have to set it without it creasing or moving around or looking like greasy or shiny or anything like that. It is so soft. It literally feels like you have nothing on your face. And it's so full coverage. It's so beautiful and soft. Can you believe that's just concealer that's on my face right now? Isn't that amazing? So good. So again, if you have dark circles, acne scars, whatever you're trying to hide, this concealer is what you need. So again, if you need to be color matched for this concealer, comment color match and I'll give you a full recommendation. What's good for covering acne scars? That baby right there, that concealer. And they're going to come out with another bronzer. Gotta stay tuned. But I will show you what I've been loving for using with bronzer, which now you can get without buying the bundle. Okay, so I just took a dry beauty blender, I spritz it with my setting spray, and now I'm going to take the Touch Behold Translucent Setting Powder. We also do have another new loose powder called the Prime and Set. This one is going to be good for dry skin. This one is good for oily skin. If you're a combination, message me. We can kind of figure out which way you kind of lie towards, whether it be dry or oily, but this is going to be a really nice product to set your makeup with and to minimize the appearance of pores. So if you have large pores, fine lines, and wrinkles, or you tend to see that your makeup just settles like immediately, this product will really help to prevent that. So again, just message me a selfie facing a window and we'll get you all set up with the recommendation. But the setting powder is also an option in the March bundle. You get to choose between any setting product, whether you want the Touch Bold setting powder, the Prime and Set powder, or the Touch Bold setting spray. You get the choice of the three, which again, so cool. All right, so now I'm going to just swish away any of the excess because I used it in a technique called baking. And what baking is, it's essentially just using a lot of product. However, you can use it in a lighter setting with using kind of like an angled brush and just dust it on in those areas, like with the setting powder brush, just like that. Okay, so now to set all over, I'm so excited, you guys, that this is finally an option. We're going to go in with the pressed powder. I'm going to use the shade Taffeta today, and I'm going to take it on a big, giant kabuki brush. And you guys, this color is now available, the most neutral, beautiful color ever, and you can buy the pressed powder by itself. Like I was saying before, the pressed powder is really, really amazing. They just reformulated it to include being based with shea butter, so it's hydrating, it's not powdery, it's not drying. It also has a UV protectant in it, so it's basically a natural form of SPF. Yes, please. It is a medium to full coverage as opposed to the older one, which was a lighter coverage. And it has anti-aging properties in it, meaning it has very incredible ingredients mixed into it, which will help you age backwards. Again, yes, please. So you can buy that now by itself underneath foundations. Make sure you do it. I wear the shade Taffeta all over. During the summer, I wear the shade Satin. No, Taffeta is lighter. Taffeta and then Satin. So all over during winter and spring, Taffeta. Summertime, Satin, and then for my contour, I use the shade Chenille. So, like I was saying, what I've been loving to contour with, almost threw my brush, is the tapered blusher brush and the pressed powder in the shade Chenille. Yes, correct. I do not send friend requests. If you get a friend request from me and they tell you you're a winner and ask you for your credit card, it's fraud. Don't fill it out. Block them immediately. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go in with the pressed powder. And again, the shade Chenille, this is literally the best color for contour. It is so warm undertone, has very, very soft, subtle, almost pink undertones to it, so it gives you a lot of natural warmth to your skin. Also is going to help your makeup look like it matches better, and it's just so soft on your face. So what I was about to say, we were talking about contouring, or contour color earlier, and I was saying I'm going to tell you why I love this color so much. This product is made to blend. The contour, like when you buy a bronzer or when you buy a contour powder, I find that those don't blend out as easier or as fast as a pressed powder. A pressed powder is meant to blend. So I love that this just makes it fast and easy. So again, tapered blusher brush is a must-have brush for this step. And you're just going to go from the top of the ear towards the corner of the mouth and just kind of swish this product back and forth and begin to hollow out those cheeks and just give your overall appearance a ton of warmth. And it almost, like I said, makes your makeup just look like it matches better. My base powder, I did taffeta for all over. Okay, so now we're going to use our blush in the shade Sisterly. And this is my favorite blush color, especially when we're doing an easy breezy makeup look like today, because it has a really gorgeous slight sheen to it. So it almost gives you like a highlight glow to your skin, as well as that really beautiful flushed blush color. So again, we're using the shade Sisterly. If I use taffeta in the spray foundation, what would I be to contour? Chenille. I'm amazed at how much stuff you put on your face. I do not wear foundation. I can't imagine having all this makeup on. Thank you, Kathy. It honestly doesn't feel like you have anything on your skin though. And I love to give you guys different references on different makeup looks. So for example, this, all I put on is concealer, pressed powder, and setting powder. We contoured and bronzed a little bit too, but to each their own. If you don't like wearing this much makeup, then don't. I can give you a recommendation that will help you achieve what you want with using this line. That's the whole point of this. I'm showing you how to use each product. Not saying you have to use all of this to equal this. If you want a super light coverage, let's get you that light coverage. I am not one to force anything on anybody. So if you go, Ram, I don't like wearing a lot of makeup, but I want to feel put together. I want to feel beautiful, and I want something that takes less than 5 minutes. I got you, girl. I have exactly what to recommend you. And it's all has a love it guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, if you put it on, it's not for you, that's A-okay. You can return it for your money back. All you have to do is shop right here, RayaHopeBeauty.com. But just as all of these people are saying, which again, the products and the people speak for themselves. You don't even need me. Just read the comments. This is amazing makeup. Doesn't feel like you have anything on your skin. It's healthy. Yes, it's hypoallergenic. It's amazing. It helps you age backwards. Like, it's so good and so light, and it's just, there's no scent, there's no cakiness, there's no drying. It's so good. So, so good. Yes, you can use Klarna with our website. You just have to download their app. I can give you info on how to do that. Just message me. Are the new powders the same colors? Same colors, yes. Yeah, you just ordered a March special. I'm so glad. That's why I fell in love with how it feels in my skin. I'm telling you, just let the people speak for itself. I always, like, when I talk about this makeup, I'm like, the makeup sells itself. It looks phenomenal. I get stopped all the time by people in public being like, your skin looks so beautiful. What makeup are you wearing? All the time. When I contour, it looks muddy. What wrong color? Could be the wrong color. Crystal, could also be you're just using a little too much. So try swirling in the mirror. Tapping that brush off will really help. But I swear by the shade Chenille in the pressed powder for contouring. It's the best makeup. I've learned so much. Thanks, Lori. Great products. You've been so helpful. Thank you so much. All right, so now for eyebrows. We're going to do the brow pencil in the shade medium. So even when I'm doing a very like soft, easy breezy look, we're going to still fill in our eyebrows. It really does a ton for just the overall shape of your eyes because it almost gives you like an eye lift. So we're going to go from the top of the arch towards the, top of the corner of the brow towards the arch, and then same thing down below, just this whole area here. And once you begin to have like the outline formed, then you're just going to follow the natural natural direction of your brow hair. So like these ones go up, these ones go back, these ones are lying down, these ones are going this way. Again, you just are, just like when you're coloring in a coloring book, you outline and then you color in. And that's the exact same kind of method that I use for my eyebrows. Grade school formula. So glad. Yes, send me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation and or comment color match. I'm using the shade Medium in the brow pencil, and like I always say, this brow pencil is life-changing with filling in your eyebrows. If you are new at doing it and you're like, oh gosh, I'm so nervous, I don't want to look like I have caterpillar brows, this is the pencil that you want. It is just so easy to use, has a dainty tip so you get really nice precise application, has a retractable tip so you never have to worry about sharpening it, and they're so dang blendable. It's so wonderful. Now again, if you guys need any recommendations, just comment color match in the comments. We don't have Afterpay, but there are other options, like we do PayPal, so if you have PayPal credit, and then there's also Klarna, which is a free app that you can put in our website on. Yeah, exactly. It's just like Afterpay. All right, so now for our mascara. Actually, let's stop and set our makeup. How do I deactivate percentage? I'm not currently now. You basically would just check out as a guest until it goes away. So Crystal, just check out as a guest on my website, RayaHopeBeauty.com. All right, so now we're going to set our makeup. And you guys, this part right here is so important on getting that super full coverage look, because it's going to put moisture into your foundation, which helps it to expand and just overall gives it this like gorgeous, dewy, just soft makeup look. There are so many times that I have been putting on my makeup and I'm like, gosh, something isn't right. Something doesn't look right. And then I set it and I'm like, there it is. It goes into the products and it just overall makes it look so much more natural and soft on your skin. So if you're not setting your makeup before you're finished, while you're done, before my mascara is when I like to do it, cannot recommend doing that enough. It's so important to do. Okay, so now that we've set our makeup, now I'm going to do my mascara, which I'm going to go in with the Twisted Mascara. This, you guys, is amazing. It's the best mascara ever. It has argan oil, keratin, and biotin infused in it, so it makes your lashes grow while you're wearing it. Also has this really tiny little bristle brush, so it gives you the best separation and length with your lashes. And then the best part is this little tiny wand is also a part of it. And this is the perfect wand for reaching those hard to reach eyelashes and just like fine tuning that look. And that's so good. I just ran out of my brow pencil. I tried using the older one. The throw was horrible compared to Unique's. Oh man, I feel you, girl. It's water resistant and it will not flake. It will not smudge. It's amazing. If you use eyelet and foundation, what color pressed powder would I use for all over? Eyelet. So if I'm tapping it now, what would be my summer color? Probably satin. But you can also just send me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. All right, so same thing on this side. Base of the lash all the way up on the inner corner, just like so. Gosh, look at that. Isn't that crazy? Look at them lashes. This is called the Twisted Mascara, and it's available on my website, RayaHopeBeauty.com. And one tube, you guys, lasted me 8 months. 8 months. Isn't that crazy? Such a good deal. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, it has the smaller brush on the top. But look at that. Look at those lashes. Isn't that crazy? All mine, all real. All right, now I'm going to top my lips with the lip butter in the shade Spa Day, which is one of my favorites because it's just like a very sheer pink. And it just simply gives your lips that like glossy finish. So I love using this product on top of any lip product. Also has shea butter and vitamin E in it, so it's very hydrating for your lips. So really, really great. So for my eyelashes, I actually used to have super, super small eyelashes. If you go back and watch some of my older tutorials, you will see it for yourself. I use the Esteem Lash Serum every single night before bed, which is on the website as well, RayaHopeBeauty.com under lashes. And then I use the Twisted Mascara. And then something else that I've been using for a long time is this guy right here called the Lash Primer. And the Lash Primer is super hydrating and coats your lashes with like a protection coat of just hydration. So it's really, really great for helping your lashes to grow too. So these two products, Twisted Mascara, Lash Primer, and Esteem Lash Serum, all available underneath Lashes on my website. Cannot recommend enough to get your lashes to grow. No, the lip butters are not sticky at all, and there's no like weird scent. They have kind of like a peppermint like feel to them, or like smell to them, but that's it. There's no stickiness. It's more like a chapstick. Like a cross between a chapstick and a lip gloss, but without the stickiness. But the color I used was Spa Day. Just like a simple, like sheeny finish. So pretty. So, so good. What's the lip color? What color is the brow pencil? Medium. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I think I answered most of those questions. So if I didn't, feel free to reach out to me here on Facebook. Comment color match in the comments so I can give you a full recommendation. And let me know if I could be of any other help to you guys. But make sure to head to my website, RayaHopeBeauty.com, and grab that March special before the good colors are gone. Like I said, for $154, you're going to get the pressed powder, primer. I'll just pick up the foundation, concealer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any setting product, setting spray, setting powder, and any brush, any foundation brush. So you get the brush, you get the foundation, you get the concealer, you get any, hold on, I gotta set them down, there's so many. You get pressed powder, any setting product, and primer. All to set you up. You guys, this is a full face of makeup. You get all of these for $154 for the upgraded bundle. Now, if you don't want to do the upgraded bundle, then you get, let me set those down. Then you get these four for $99. For $99, less than $100, you get your primer, your foundation, your stick, and your brush and your concealer. So you get a ton of products for the March special, so cannot recommend it enough. Make sure you grab it there. Comment color match in the comments if you need me to help you pick out your makeup colors, but definitely make sure that you grab your pressed powder, grab the shade Chenille for your contour, and your all over color for setting your makeup so it stays in place all day long. Like I said, the new powder has a transfer resistant capability. Hallelujah, finally something we can wear under our masks. So make sure to grab that, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another tutorial. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Make sure to shop right here, RayaHopeBeauty.com. Bye guys.